Dear students and viewers, welcome to this online video lecture on application of Castigliano's theorem on portal frames. In another lecture, we saw how to find the deflection of a beam using this theorem. In this lecture, we shall see how to find the deflections at required point in portal frame. Here is the procedure how to find the deflection in portal frames using Castigliano's theorem. To find the vertical deflection at a point where the deflection is required, apply a dummy load W at that point. In case rotation is required, apply a dummy moment M at that point. Then you consider a section XX at x meters from that point and find moment about XX. Then you do the partial differentiation with respect to the load W, that is you have to find dou mx by dou W. Before integrating, apply zero value to dummy load or moment as they are imaginary. To find the horizontal deflection at a point where the deflection is required, apply a dummy horizontal load Q at that point as you did in the case of vertical deflection W. Then you find dou mx by dou Q. Finally, you do the integral 1 by EI integral 0 to L mx dou mx by dou W dx or 1 by EI integral 0 to L mx dou mx by dou M dx to find the deflection or moment as the case may be. First, let us take as an example the portal frame shown in the figure. You are supposed to find the vertical and the horizontal deflection at C. Here you can see the portal frame and it has got two segments BC and BA. So the length of the segment BC is L by 2 and the length of the segment BA is L. So you can see here a vertical load W is acting at C. In this problem, the vertical deflection is required at C. You can see the point C here. But since already there is a load W acting at C, there is no need to apply dummy vertical load. Now consider a section XX in the span BC. Take moments about this section with C as the origin. Similarly, consider a section XX in the span BA with B as origin. Here you can see the section here taken here with B as origin. Here you can see the section here with C as origin. Now do the partial differentiation with respect to the load W for each span. Tabulate the results in the tabular column as shown. Now substitute the values in the equation with the corresponding limits. The evaluation of this integral results in the vertical deflection at C equal to 7 WL cube by 24 EA. Remember that since we have not applied any dummy load, none of the equation becomes 0. Why I am insisting this point is, by intention you may substitute 0 value for W here. So here you may apply 0 value here by thinking that you have applied a dummy load W. But remember the W is given in the problem, you have not applied. Okay, now let us go to the next step. To find the horizontal deflection at C, apply a horizontal dummy load P here as shown in the figure. As you did for vertical deflection, you write the moment in both the spans BA and BC and do the partial differential equation as shown in the tabular column. In span BC, since the load P has no vertical distance, so here you can see you are applying P here. Since it is parallel to BC, there is no perpendicular distance about this section. So this P won't come into picture. In span BC, since the load P has L as the perpendicular distance, so you are taking the section here. Now the perpendicular distance for P is L, since it is applicable from B to A. So it will come into picture. Now you fill the tabular column as shown in the tabular column for both the segments and you substitute these values in the integral equation here. Before integrating, remember that you have to apply 0 for P. So this term will become 0 since P is an imaginary load. So the evaluation of this integration will result in horizontal deflection at C as WL cube by 4A. So one point you have to remember is while taking the moments, you have to follow the regular sign conventions, that is clockwise coupled to the right of the section is negative, and the anti-clockwise couple to the left of the section is negative. Now let us see one more example. Here a cantilever frame with a rigid joint is loaded as shown. Find the horizontal and vertical deflection at point D using Castigliano's first theorem. If you see the frame, there are three spans DC, CB and BA. DC has got 3 meters, CB is 4 meters and BA is 5 meters. See that there is only UDL load in the span BC, but you are supposed to find the deflection here. So see that there is no load given here. In this case, you have to apply a dummy load both vertically and horizontally at D. Now let us see how to do this problem. Now apply an imaginary vertical load W at D. So you can see here the vertical load is applied here, since it is required to find the vertical deflection at that point. Consider sections in respective spans and take moments and tabulate the results as shown in the next slide. So you can take a section here. In the span DC, you can take the section here. In the span BA, you can take the section here. The vertical deflection at D is given by the integration 1 by EA 0 to L mx dou mx by dou W dx. Here there are three segments DC, BC, CB and BA. DC is 3 meters, CB is 4 meters and BA is 5 meters. You can write it as the limits here. Moment for DC is 0 because the load is acting parallel to DC. So there is no moment. You can write as 0. In BC, the moment is W here. W is here, UDL is here. So this is minus WX minus 20x square by 2. Correspondingly, the dou mx by dou W is minus x. For BA, it is 4W and the full load, that is 20 into 4 into 2. So here the dou mx by dou W is minus 4. So you can simplify this as minus 4W minus 160. Now you substitute these values in the integral equation fully within the limits. Then now you have to substitute W equal to 0 because you have applied as an imaginary load in this problem. In the previous problem, load W is given in the problem itself, but here you have applied as a dummy load. So that is the difference between the previous problem and this problem. So after substituting W as 0, the equation reduces to like this. So evaluation of this integration results in the vertical deflection at CS 3840 by EA acting downwards. Similarly, the horizontal deflection at D is given by the equation 1 by EA integral 0 to L mx dou mx by dou x dou q dx. So let it be equation number 2. Now apply an imaginary horizontal load Q. You can see here towards right at D, since it is required to find the horizontal deflection at D. As in the previous case, you consider sections in respective spans and take moments and tabulate the results as soon. So in the span BA, you have to be very careful while taking moments. The load is here, you have taken the section here. Students usually go wrong in this span because they used to write the moment as Q into X. It's not QX, it is Q 3 minus X. So this is X and this is 3 minus X because this is 3 and the load is acting at a distance 3 minus X towards the section. So you have to be very careful in this span. So the moment is Q 3 minus X minus this UDL 20 into 4 into 2. So when you partially differentiate, you will get 3 minus X. Substituting the values in equation 2, we get this term, these three terms. Before integration, you substitute Q equal to 0 in the above equation since it is an imaginary load. So after substituting Q equal to 0, you will get this term. Evaluation of this integration will give you horizontal deflection at D equal to minus 1040 by EA. So the negative sign indicates that horizontal deflection is opposite to the direction at point D. That means what we have assumed is wrong. So we have assumed the deflection may take place towards right, but since we are getting negative value, the deflection is taking towards left. So in this way you can easily find out the vertical and horizontal deflections at the required point using Castich-Dianos theorem 1. Hope you have understand these two problems. Visit YouTube for another video on problems in Castich-Dianos theorem 1 for trusses. So if you have any query, you can mail to my mail ID which I have given here. Thank you.